ahead with Scott Adkins. But of course, many of you must still be curious, what would really happen if these two action movie legends were to fight for real? Let's break it down thoroughly. Looking at their individual skills, this would easily become one of the most spectacular fights in the world, especially since, as we all know, Donnie Yen is far from being just an ordinary Wing Chun practitioner. As someone who was personally trained by Ip Chun, the son of Ip Man, Yen has inherited the legacy of Wing Chun, mastering the deadly techniques of this remarkable martial art. However, that doesn't mean Yen holds a clear advantage over Scott Adkins. Yen still needs to be cautious because Adkins is a highly skilled taekwondo practitioner, proudly wearing a black belt around his waist. What's more, Adkins doesn't rely solely on his taekwondo skills. He also has a powerful muscular physique. This gives him a significant strength advantage over Yen when it comes to fighting. Standing at 178 centimeters tall, Adkins has a clear reach advantage over Yen, who is around 173 centimeters. Still, both fighters are evenly matched in weight, each weighing about 165 pounds. As a taekwondo expert, Adkins would naturally have the advantage in long-range combat. On the other hand, Yen, as a Wing Chun practitioner, could turn the tide if the fight moved into close range or ground combat. In the end, everything would depend on the circumstances of the battle. Unfortunately, Yen and Adkins have never actually faced each other in a real fight throughout their careers. However, let's start with the first fight, where a muscular and well-built Wing Chun practitioner went head-to-head against a taekwondo expert. Unfortunately for the taekwondo fighter, he truly struggled throughout the match. After a few minutes into the fight, the Wing Chun practitioner made a mistake. He accidentally kicked the taekwondo expert in a vital area, leaving him in severe pain. Once the taekwondo fighter recovered, the match continued until the very end. In the final decision, the panel of judges declared the Wing Chun practitioner as the winner. The next fight once again showcased a Wing Chun practitioner going up against a taekwondo expert. But this time, every strike was carefully observed and scored, with points awarded to determine the eventual winner. In the end, the match concluded with a score of 20-4, crowning the Wing Chun practitioner as the clear winner. Unlike the previous matches, this particular fight between a Wing Chun practitioner and a Taekwondo expert turned out rather strange. In the middle of the bout, the referee suddenly stopped the fight without giving any clear reason. Another equally exciting fight took place in this video where Wing Chun practitioners and Taekwondo experts sparred against each other. And when one of them stepped into the fight, the crowd around simply couldn't hold back their loud cheers and shouts. though both fighters ended up with serious injuries, they concluded the match with true sportsmanship. As mentioned earlier, Wing Chun holds a strong advantage in close-range combat. And in this particular fight, the Wing Chun practitioner dominated because he successfully brought the Taekwondo expert into a ground fight.
Schöne saftiger Low-Kick von Felix. Eddie verkürzt die Distanz, fußfähiger Weg zu zeigen. Felix schlägt von unten ein bisschen, um zu zeigen, er ist noch da. Die meisten Schläge gehen aber schon wieder. Die sind verbunden miteinander. Da der Ref eigentlich gleich Schläge sind, die in Deckung gehen, keine Wirkungstreffer sind.
And since the Taekwondo fighter kept taking continuous hits, the referee finally declared the Wing Chun practitioner as the winner.
Kampfabbruch hat der Ref.
Quite similar to the previous match. This time the Wing Chun practitioner once again dominated, going up against a Taekwondo fighter with a yellow belt. In the end, the Wing Chun practitioner successfully defeated his opponent,